are kind of all around the place. But we trust God. We know that He doesn't make mistakes and He does things for a reason. That doesn't stop it from hurting, of course. Anyone who has dealt with a miscarriage knows the pain that comes with it. I wouldn't wish this on my worst night, on my worst enemy, y'all. So, I don't know. God is still good, and just have to take it day by day now. Just supporting one another and doing what we have to do. I went to work today after the news because I didn't want to be at home. I didn't want to be at home crying all day, and so we'll be fine. God is still good. And me and Robert have, we've talked, and we understand things happen for a reason. So, although this is not a challenge for a fun video, just wanted to let y'all know what was going on and kind of why we didn't post last week. And then I don't think we posted the week before that either because we've been back and forth to the doctor. So at our 6 weeks appointment, the doctors couldn't find a heartbeat for the baby, or they couldn't even visually see the baby. So they were like, well, come back. So we went back the next week, which would have made us 7 weeks. They're like, well, we still can't find the baby. So they sent us to get blood to check my HCG levels. I had to go back the next week. And I had started spotting, not heavy, but I started spotting and I was worried, and I told Robert, I was like, look, I think I'm gonna go to the emergency room. So I went the first time. And I went the first time because I was feeling little cramps. And I knew, because with my daughter, I didn't have cramps. So I kind of knew it was something different. As a woman, you know your body, and you know when something is not right. So I was telling Robert, babe, like, I think I'm going to go to the emergency room. So I went, and the doctor was just like, you're having just pregnancy, growing pains, so you're pretty early, so there's not much that we can do. You can take Tylenol. So that's what I did. I went home. I came home, I took Tylenol. I laid down. I think 2 weeks after that, things just kind of went downhill still. I had to go get blood drawn. I'll show y'all a little bit of how that happened. And for me, like, getting blood drawn is very difficult because my veins, for some reason, are so horrible to find. So that was a headache to even go through. I'm going to check my HCG levels again. And so I went back into the hospital last Friday because I had started spotting, and it wasn't very heavy, but I just knew that there was something not right. I was spotting. So I went to the emergency room. We went at about 7:30. And remind you, I know hospitals take forever. So it was a Friday night. We went. We didn't see the doctor till about 1 o'clock that morning. And they just told me that it could be from the bacterial infection I had, and I just needed to take my medicine, and that could be causing the spotting. So when we left the hospital that night at 1 o'clock, of course, Robert had to be at work at that morning, so we were pretty tired. I probably slept all day Saturday just to relax. Not much that I did. 3 days later, I was still spotting. That was Friday. Well, they did all the blood work. They did my HCG levels that Friday. And they were like, the best thing we can do is tell you to lay down, relax, because I wasn't cramping. Nobody noticed that I was having a miscarriage, I guess. But the ultrasounds should have said something. And they didn't give me any information about what was going on with the ultrasound or anything. And so I went back Saturday, the next day, because the spotting had gotten worse and it had went into my underwear. And I was like, okay, like this, I don't think this should not be happening. I'm 7 weeks, and I understand that sometimes implantation bleeding happens, but it shouldn't be this long. I was literally almost bleeding, almost a week. So I end up going back Saturday evening. And I'm like, well, you've already come. We don't want to put you through all the tests that we just took you through. And it's the same exact thing. So, they let me go again. And I knew I had an appointment with my OB today, Monday. And so I came in, and I kind of knew when they sent me back, they did all my vitals and my blood pressure and whatnot, but they put me and Robert in another room instead of taking us to the ultrasound room. And I kind of knew then that we had lost our baby. Like I said, y'all, this is kind of hard. It's kind of hard. It's really hard. But I'm giving it all to God. They gave me 3 choices, and I'm just, trying to decide on the choices that I want to make. What's best for me and my health and everything else. So, but, anybody that's going through this, just keep your head up. Physically and emotionally, I know it's hard. And, like I said, I wouldn't put this on anybody. It's a hurt that you can't explain if you've never been through a miscarriage. I am fortunate enough to have a daughter right now, but it would have been Robert's first child. So y'all just keep us in your prayers. Um, so we're hoping for the best in our future. Maybe the Lord will bless us in the next 6 months, 8 months, a year maybe. Who knows? Um, we're not giving up on God or anything like that. We're not mad at God. You know, we're not upset because we understand that things happen. And things happen in time and in due season. So, you know, my emotions are not upset with God, or I'm not crying because, you know, I don't believe God or I don't trust God. I'm crying because I am hurt. I was a baby, you know. I would have been 10 weeks, like I said today. So we would have been figuring out the gender on my birthday next month, which would have been really exciting. Um, but we have our baby names picked out. So when the time is right and when God blesses us, we're prepared. You know. What do you want?
A sister!
Oh my god. Okay.
I love big sister.
Well, you know me, big sister. There's a baby in here. Yeah. You excited?
You gotta go to the hospital.
Yeah. Not right now, though. We have a while. Alright, so I have to get a glucose test done, and I have to drink this within 5 minutes. So I'm waiting for the nurse to get back. Y'all, pray for me. Okay, so y'all, update. So we have to come to the main hospital. Baby is acting up, y'all. Like, it's crazy. We have to come to the main hospital because they can't see baby. Staff only. I guess we're going blood service, outpatient. I guess we're going this way to get blood work done. Is it that way? Yeah, I guess. Okay, so before we got into I ain't sure because we have patient and caregiver.
Caregiver. I give a care.
So we are having to get blood, and we had to come to the hospital to get an ultrasound because they couldn't find it at the doctor's office. So everything's fine. I like our mask. I think so cute.
I should have got that one.
No, this is my favorite color. Alright, we'll see y'all later.